Right. So for that data, on that data, we are doing the analysis. If there is no data in FI, can we do CO? No. Right. What is the requirement here? CO is dependent on FI for the data. Because in CO we will do the analysis. We are not recording anything here. We are doing the pure analysis. Right? Why we are doing the analysis? To provide some important information to the management of the business to take the business decision. Okay, so the CO will give the direction to the business. Correct? So based on the report from the CEO only, the business will take so many decisions. Okay, so they have sales money, exit money, what they should do, where they have to invest, which product they have to invest, which area they have to invest. All this information will come from CEO. Okay? Now, in FI we are doing the recording, in CO we are doing the analysis of the data. So for that we want the data from FI to be flowing into CO. So and what I want this data to flow automatically. Automatically means what? Now every day I am not sitting in the evening and copying FI data and posting into CO. Correct. I'm not doing. I want it to happen automatically and on real time basis. I want this data flow to happen. I want the data flow to happen. Data flow from FI to CO automatically and on real time basis. So what do I mean by real time basis? Real time means what?
As soon as.
Same time. Real time is
live.
At the same time. See, I am speaking now, no? Whatever my FI is saying, same thing will be there in CO also. Okay, there will not be any difference between FI data and CO data. Correct or not? Because we are happening, the data flow is happening automatically and on real time basis. So to make it happen, what we are doing is, see here in FI we have the GL accounts. Now you remember GL accounts?
Yes, sir.
Where you create the GL accounts?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Suppose I have one account, rent account is here. Correct. Now there is something called a concept called cost element. Cost element. So if I convert this account into a cost element, then what will happen? Every time I am posting to a real account, the system will automatically update the CO also. Before a GL account is not a cost element, whatever will I post in FI, it will remain in FI. Correct?
Excuse me, sir.
And once the GL account has been converted into cost element, every time I post into a GL account, the system will automatically update the CO also. Correct? Yeah. Right. So we have a GL account. That GL account we will convert into cost element, and whenever we are posting to the GL account, system will automatically post to FI and post in CO also simultaneously.
All the GL accounts need to be converted.
Sorry?
All types of GL accounts need to be converted into cost element.
Yeah, usually the revenues and incomes will be converted into cost. Because your controlling decisions are more revenue and expense oriented, no operating, not to the balance sheet. Correct? Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
now for every GL account we have to add the cost elements in order to get updated in CO.
Yeah, we have to convert the GL account into cost center. Then it will get updated into CO also. Okay? Yeah. So now what is the cost element we need to know, right? So cost element, note down everybody. Cost element. Element is a new bar expense GL account converted into cost element.
So income,
To cost element. Yes.
income will not be there.
Revenue means income only, na?
Okay.
Revenue means what? Okay.
The meaning of developer in SAP.
Huh?
What is the meaning of developer in SAP? Actually, when I am going for interview, they are giving like a FI developer, web page developer.
Developer means what? Developer means developing guy, na? You will not develop, na? Correct? So developer means usually it means technical, ABAP. Okay? Okay.
Sir, should we know the cost element for liability and assets also?
Not required. You cannot do all. Okay? It is only for
Okay.
revenue and expense.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Can you repeat again? Can you repeat the yeah. Cost element? What we will do is we want the data, whatever we are posting in FI, we want the data to come into CO. For what we are doing, every GL account that is there, right? If it is revenue or expense, we will convert it into a cost element, and every time it is getting posted, it will update the CO on real time basis, automatic. Okay? So how to convert the GL account into cost element, I will show you. Okay? So once you convert, then you can start posting. Then every time it will ask a cost object. There is one more word here. Okay? So it is not like, whatever we are posting in FI, same thing it will copy and paste in CO also. Whatever we are posting in FI, same thing we are posting in CO also. Correct? Right.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes, so here, yes, tell me.
Sir, I am joining late. Any
Yeah, right. Concentrate, you will be okay, okay? Yeah. Cost object, note down everybody, cost object. Yeah, cost object. So every time we are posting to a cost element, system will ask you a cost object here, okay? We will note down, we will try to understand. Cost object is an object that is taking the cost. Okay, note down. Note down, I will discuss. So I am introducing you to CO terminology, okay, little by little.
element is different and object.
Different, yes. Object means where we are spending that money. That is the cost. Now rent I am paying the whose rent it is? Is it finance department, HR department, sales department, for whom you are making the payment? Correct? That is the cost of. So types of cost objects, okay? Types of cost objects. Survey one is a cost center. Third one is internal order. WBS, work-based structure. Types of cost structure. Object is an object that is taking the cost. Right. Suppose if you are paying the rent for sales department, then S100 will be the cost object. If you are paying labor salaries for production, then P100 would be the cost object. So cost object means an object for whom we are spending the money. See, once the CO is implemented, and every time my GL account is a cost element, every time I am posting to a cost element, so once my GL account is a cost element, every time I am posting to the GL account, correct? Yeah, system will ask what is the cost object, for whom you are spending this money. Now without answering that question, system will not allow me to post. So there is a slight difference here. So the way the data is getting posted in the CO, okay, we need to understand. So here this is FI now. So in CO what will happen is, in CO I am posting like this, no? I am posting like this in rent cost element, right? So suppose I am posting the rent, how much I am posting? 40,000 I am posting. But system will not take as it is, no? System will not take like this. So system will not post like this. Okay, system will not post like this. Okay. So in system will not exactly post like this. No. Then how it will post here? Under CO you will have cost objects like departments. Okay, under CO you will have departments. Say finance department F100, HR department H100, production department P100, sales department S100. Like that you will have the department. So under CO you will have the departments. CO you will have the department. So depending upon, suppose if I am saying, it will ask when I am posting in FB50 here, when I am posting in FB50, rent I am posting, system will ask CO object, it will ask like, tell me the CO object, it will ask like, right. So suppose if I give the CO object as F100, then system will take 40,000 under F100. Is that clear? If I give here S100, system will take this 40,000 under S100. Right?
So what is S100, sir?
It is the sales department. Right? Some name we have to give the cost center, production department.
So this cost center will already be created or we need to create it?
We have to create. Yes, we have to create.
Part TP and H.
Okay. Correct? So finance department we are creating as F100 cost center. HR department we are creating as H100 cost center. Cost center means what? Center, as the name says, a center, a center where we are incurring the cost. That is the cost.
How many cost centers will be there?
Unlimited, right? Whatever companies want to create, those many you can. Okay, there is no limit. How many GL accounts we will have? Can you answer?
Unlimited.
Same, depending upon the requirement. Okay. Center is nothing but the department, correct? Right. So the thing is, once my GL account, once my rent account, then I will get this problem. Once my rent account is a cost element, right? Cost element, then the question will come. This question will come. Correct or not? If it is not a cost element, it will not ask. So then the data is limited to FI only. But once my GL account is a cost element, system will start asking this question. Tell me where you are spending the money. Because without telling you, I will not allow you to post the transaction. So every time you are spending the money on a rent account, every time you have to tell the system for whom you are spending the money. Without giving that answer, you cannot proceed, you cannot post the transaction. Right. So there is a difference in the way the data is in FI, the data is in CO. In CO it is more classified, right? Separate it is. Whatever rent you are paying, that where you have spent, whether you have spent for finance, HR, production, sales, where you have spent, that you have to tell in CO.
What is the difference between cost element and cost object?
Cost element is this account, expense account. That is cost element. Rent, wages, miscellaneous, that is a cost element. Cost center is the department.
Cost object.
Object is also same. Object means there are three types of objects. One type of object is this, cost center. See, now student. Which type of student? The student, FI student, MM student, LG student. Right. So all of them are students. That is the cost object. Now in cost objects we have three types. What are they? Cost center, internal order, and workspace cost. That's why system is asking you the cost object. System is not asking you the cost center. Because here you can spend the money for a cost center, you can spend the money for internal order, or you can spend the money for WBS. That's why it will ask the cost object here, and here you can give anything. You can give cost center, you can give internal order, you can give WBS.
Hello.
Yeah?
जरूर मैं ट्रेनिंग चल रहा था
Right. So understood everybody? Cost object, cost element, cost center.
In layman language, cost element is element of cost which we are transferring to CO for analysis.
Yeah, you can understand it that way, but it is a GL account, end of that. If the GL account is not there, you cannot collect the cost in the cost sheet.
सर
Cost element means what is the GL used in expenses only?
Yes.
हेलो सर
Yes.
सर in real time first we do FI and after this control sir or separately sir.
Together we will.
Okay sir.
Once you learn everything, FI and CO, you can do them together. Now you don't know, that's why we are doing FI and then CO. Okay? So again I am repeating. First of all, my requirement is I want the data that is getting recorded in FI. I want the data in CO. Why? Because I want to do the analysis. And how I want the data? I want the data to be updated automatically and on real-time basis. So for that, what we are doing? We are converting the revenue or expense GL accounts into cost elements. So once we convert these GL accounts into cost elements, every time we are posting the transactions to these GL accounts, system will automatically post to the CO also. But when it is going to the CO, system will ask one important question. Now this rent you are paying, whose rent it is? Correct? The salaries you are paying, now whose salaries it is? These miscellaneous expenses you are spending, now for whom you are spending? You have to answer that question. You cannot post whenever you want, whatever you want. No. You have to tell me what is the cost object. So which department? You should tell me. Then only I will allow it. Is it clear? So when you tell that, system will post accordingly, right? You see? Because I gave S100 there, this 40,000 is coming under S100. If I give P100 here at the time of posting in FB50, then this 40,000 will come under where?
P100.
Understood everybody logic?
Yes, sir.
So that way we are able to know which department, how much we are spending. We have the clarity. We are getting the control on the expenses. Is that clear?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Sir, rent account 40,000. For suppose wages account 30,000. Sir, in this transaction is called as cost element and rent or wages.
Sorry,
What is
not
called
a
as cost?
transaction. GL account is called as a cost.
Okay.
Not a transaction. Because in GL account there can be 1,000 transactions. Cost element is only one. In that we have 1,000 transactions. So all of them are rent only. No? Rent expense means rent only, right? Yeah.
So that these departments F100, H100, they are the standard ones, or we have to create?
See, some companies will have a standard way of coding the things, right? Writing the things, right? Right?
Okay.
See, in an office building, if you see, every floor wise they will write now. Meeting room is there, now they will write like this, okay? Meeting room, right? Floor, first floor number will come there. So that whenever you are writing, suppose you are scheduling a meeting, you are arranging the meeting at the 5th floor. So as soon as you give the meeting, the place, physical meeting place, if you type it, they will know, okay, it is in 5th floor, on the right corridor, and this is the 3rd meeting, like that, and it is a big meeting or small meeting room. They will know automatically. That way it is coded. Correct now? So here also, by looking at the cost center number, you will know, okay, what it is, finance. Yes?
But I'm asking the F100 is the standard one for the finance.
That's what I am saying. It's not standard. Every company will have their own.
Okay, that's
Right now. Every way they will write, the companies will have their own style of writing.
Okay, thank you.
Any other question?
That means that the names will be different, the work will be same.
Correct. Yeah. So finance department, they can write any number. No? First they may have a controlling area, after that profit center, after that cost center, like that they will define. So that they know. So the streamline in which they flow. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that way they will write it in such a way. Now you don't know all those concepts. No, that's why I'm not discussing. You don't know what is a profit center. You don't know what is a segment. You don't know what is a controlling. You don't know, right? That's why I'm not discussing all that, right? But they will streamline it in such a way that as soon as they see the cost center, they know everything about it. Correct? Yeah. Another question. So what is the difference between? Yes.
Sir, so we can have many number of cost elements, right?
You can have many number of cost elements. You can have many number of cost center or cost of.
Okay.
So what is the difference between a cost object and a cost center?
One of the types is
In cost object, we have the three types actually.
Basically, it is any department which takes the cost.
1 minute, I will be back. I am getting a call. 1 minute.
There is some confusion about cost object.
But it is simply a department, like in organization work is done in departments. So it is any department who is taking in the cost, like FI is saying rent for all, and this will be segregated into other departments. Like if they have paid collectively rent for 4 departments, so it will be divided in between these 4 departments. It's simply a department which takes the cost. And one more thing, like we do payments in FI and we allocate costs in CO.
It's the finance only, right? Then
Payments are done in FI only, and for analysis purpose, they are given to the cost department.
Okay, I am back. So what is the difference between a cost object and cost center?
Basically, it is a department which takes in the cost.
What is the difference between a cost object and a cost center?
Cost center is the type of cost object. Cost center is any part which is incurring cost.
Which department will incur the cost?
It is one type of cost object. Right? Here, why we have these other things like internal orders, why we have this? You see, whenever we are spending as a company, we don't spend only for the department. Sometimes there will be projects. Sometimes there will be like, events, like annual day event, right? Annual day celebrations are there. Now, annual day celebrations belong to which department? Can you tell me? HR department. HR manager will file a case against you, okay?
Total company.
Company is celebrating annual day, all the company, everybody is celebrating.
The cost will divide it into all the departments.
Divided, but you want to know, right, how much you are spending for annual day. How do you know?
One occasion expense.
So when you have certain events,
Separate expense.
certain things, right, certain jobs you want to collect, you want to give the money separately. Like you are constructing a building, right, you want to set up a new sales office, you are constructing that building, that expenditure is happening for that building, capital expenditure. Now that expenditure do you want to give to any cost center? No, right? You need other objects that are what are internal orders and depreciation. Is it clear? So apart from the cost center, there are other cost objects where you need to give. Correct? Clear, everybody? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, again I am repeating, CO is dependent on FI for the data. So whatever data is getting recorded in FI, we want the data to flow into CO. Because when the data comes, then only we can do the analysis. Correct. So how the data we want? We want the data to come automatically and on real-time basis. Correct. So for that what we are doing? We are converting the GL account into cost element. So once a GL account is converted into cost element, every time we are posting to a GL account, the system will automatically take the data into CO. But before taking, you will ask one important question: what is the cost object? Without you answering the question, it will not allow you to post.
Sir, can we post multiple cost centers for one cost element?
What do you think?
Rent is 40,000. For 40,000, I want to distribute F100 for 10,000.
Okay, sir. Okay. That is later. So you have to distribute, then you have to distribute to 10, 20, 30, then give separate cost center. Okay. Correct? In one entry, right? In one entry. In one entry, yes. Okay. Okay, we will discuss all that later. Okay. Thank you. So this is what is the, so today we have understood what is the cost element, we understood what is the cost object, and we understood what are the cost centers and why their usage is there. Okay? Okay.
Sir, what is the difference between internal audit and work-based structure, sir?
Work-based structures, they are projects, basically, right? I have a big project, 1 million project is there. Now, when I am spending the money, what I will do, I will divide the project into 10 work-based structures. So that way I have the clarity, okay, this part how much I spend. Okay, so I have a budget for it, I have accordingly, I will control. So instead of controlling 1 million, it is better, no? Parts I will control. Correct?
Okay, sir.
So now before we can do all this, before we can create the cost element, we have to do the enterprise structure. We have to create the structure for the CO. So now in the beginning we have created the enterprise structure for FI now.
Yes, sir.
22 steps. 21 steps, correct. Okay. CO also. So we have to create the enterprise structure for okay. So how we will create
Sir, background.
Background noise.
control.
We need to create a separate enterprise structure for the CO also.
CO related enterprise structure.
Oh, okay.
Enterprise structure, what we know 21 steps, they are only for FI.
Okay.
The same thing. MM people will create their structure, now we will see in future, right?
Okay.
Same way SD people will create their structure. HR people will create their structure. Correct? Their area. Correct?
Sir, for every department we will have controlling also.
Every?
For every, suppose we have SD, they also have controlling also.
Controlling will control everybody.
Okay, sir.
Controlling is one module which will control FI, MM, SD, PP, everybody.
Okay.
Finance we are doing for everybody, no? Sales we are doing. Same way, it is controlling area. Okay? Controlling, so basic configuration for controlling, yeah? Right, control. Basic enterprise structure, you should understand that. So how many steps? Only 3 steps. Yeah, only 3 steps. First one is define controlling area. The key code is OKC. Okay? No. Controlling area is the level at which we want to do the cost counting. Now, here it may contain or more so the relationship A controlling area company code is 1:1 or to n.
So one controlling area can be assigned to any company code.
No, it is reverse you are talking. One is controlling area is coming first, company is coming next.
Okay.
Correct? Company code can be assigned to one controlling
One controlling area.
What is 1:n? What is n?
N means any number, na? N number of people means any number of people. 1:1 or 1:n. N signifies any number.
Apply for the same chart of account, chart of depreciation and controlling area.
I have, say I have about 553 employees. Okay. For TDE company code, I have about 1451 employees. Okay. Now, so I want to talk to a cab services company. Okay. So now you tell me, suppose if I tell them I have about 563 employees, or if I tell them total amount 2000 change, which one I will get a better offer?
Total amount.
Right now.
Total employee.
To understand, there is benefit in dealing together.
Okay.
Right? So we are not. So there is a small important thing you need to note down here. Right? You need to mention that. Fine. See, we are not mixing accounts. Financial accounts wise we are not mixing. But for cost accounting purposes, I want to take the decisions together. That will save me a lot of money. Suppose if I have to move the stock of both the company codes from Delhi to Hyderabad, if I move them together, I have some logistic advantages. Instead of having separate checks for each of them, I can move them together. That way I will save money. So, what I am doing, I am thinking for both the company codes together. That is controlling area together. Where in one controlling area, if I have two company codes together, then I can take my cost accounting decisions together. Transactions, entries, expenses we will put separately. We are not mixing the accounts. But for cost accounting purposes, we will take the decisions together. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So, I have two options. One, what I can do, I can have a separate controlling area for CEE and another controlling area for
TDE.
area for TD. Then what will happen? Then I have to talk to this guy separately. Correct or not? Because I am dealing the cost accounting decisions also separate. But what is one option I can do? I can have same controlling area.
For both the companies.
Yes, same controlling for TD, T and TD. Then I can take the decisions together. Is it clear? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So the relationship between the controlling area can be equal to a company code or it may have many company codes. Depends what level you want to. Is that clear? Yeah? Okay. Got it. Okay? Now, so that is step number 1. Define controlling area. The T code is OBOKKT.
Sir, excuse me. Sir, it means the same controlling area used for many company codes. That's it, sir?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay?
For the same company or different company, sir?
Same company?
Also different company.
I did not get your question. Company code you are talking or company you are talking?
Company.
Oh, why will Tata? We are talking at a...
We can control for only one company under the company code.
Correct, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, SAP software is there. SAP software is for one company only, no? Now Tata and Reliance will not buy one SAP software, no? Correct? It is only in our training server. You have Tata, Reliance, Birla, everybody in only one server, no? But in real time, do you think it will happen like that? No, right? They will have their own chip. Okay?
Sir, is this the reason the chart of accounts can be one and chart of accounts can be assigned to the different company codes? Is this the reason?
Chart of accounts is for finance, right? Finance is different.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? That is for the reporting purpose. This is for the cost decisions. Okay? Two different tracks.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. So shall we create the controlling area?
Yes, sir.
The T code is okay.
Okay.
Class.
Sorry?
Sir, end of the class I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me now. Related to what?
Related to our subject.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, in IDES server, we have only one server. But in real time, QA, PR, and the development server, sir. Can you show me end of the session, end of the coaching, will you show me 3 servers in original server? It will help in real time.
It will be like this only, na? Here. There is no big difference. I will show you. Now itself I will show you. It is you will have a long list of servers, right? So you may be thinking there will be only development, quality and production. No. There will be probably 15 or 20 servers. Okay. The only thing what you have to know is, I will show you. So you will get to see something like this. You see? Can you see? System ID. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so in this they will tell you which one you have to log in, right? So dev, this is dev, na? Dev. So you have to select the dev server, you click on this. When you click on this, it will ask for few servers. For Europe, there is a separate development, quality, production. For Asia Pacific, another. So there will be multiple development, multiple quality, multiple production. So when you join the company, they will tell you which we are looking after, which region we are looking after. So which development server you have to click and log in. That number they will tell you. Without they telling, nobody will know. Correct?
It is the business areas you are talking about, right?
Absolutely not. Business area is totally different. Okay, we are talking about the server. We are talking. Business areas are inside the software. We are not talking about inside the ERP. We are talking about outside server systems. We are talking.
I mean,
So,
okay.
Development. We are talking about SAP landscape. No, don't get into business area. Business area is a topic like company code. It is inside the SAP configuration, standard configuration. I'm not talking about configuration. I'm talking about the server. Okay. Server. So we will do that. Yes.
I joined that. Repeat the starting.
Sorry, I cannot do that. No, it's 8:24. In about 5 minutes, the class will be over. Okay? Right. So we will try. Tomorrow, I will try to give a recap. Yeah. So today, we are actually started off with the CO enterprise structure we are doing. Okay. Step number 1, I am doing. Okay. So whoever asked about development and quality and production, is your doubt cleared now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So they will tell you. Join the company, they will tell you this is your development server. They will say accordingly you will click and join. Otherwise you will not. Even if you click also, you cannot access. No? Your user ID will work for only that particular server. Other servers you will not have access. Okay.
The basis team will tell you. The basis team will.
No. The entire structure, what is the landscape, the project team, they will tell you. Right. See, when you join the company, already some people are working. They know what is the client structure.
Yes,
or somebody is leaving, he will know. He will tell you. So the KT will be given. Right. Knowledge transfer session will happen. Okay. Even if he is a 10 years consultant also, if he is leaving one company, joining another company, he will also not know what is the new client structure. Nobody knows. Even if I join a new company, again it is a new thing for my client, new client. Nah? So how many servers they have, where they have the data, I don't know. They have to tell me. They have to give me the access for all the servers. Right now you see in our system, in our training institute, they are giving you the access, then only you are able to access the training server. Practice you are able to do. If they are not giving the access, how can you access it? Same way, the company people, they will provide you the access for the relevant server. Only you will access. Is that clear?
Yes.
So your project manager, it will go for approval. It will not happen in one day. First of all, they will tell you, please raise a request to get the access. So then there will be one online form will be there where you will fill up. They will help you to fill the server details and submit. It will go through your line manager. Correct? Then it will go to the concerned approval person. It will go. He will approve. Then that person will contact your line manager or your project manager. If he says okay, then only you will get that. So much process will be there. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now OKKP, I am going to OKKP. I will go to OKKP, right? I will go like OKKP. Okay, already it is open. Yeah, OKKP. So you go to OKKP. Now position, new entry. And here I will give my controlling area. What is my controlling area? I want to create CEE, and this is my CEE controlling area. Okay, now controlling area, same as company code or cross company code? First I will create a same as company code. Okay, for now. You know this, no? Both of them you know or you don't know?
We know, sir.
Yeah. Okay. 1:1. Yeah. 1:1. Then currency type. What is the currency?
DNR.
Company code currency, right? If I give this, then automatically whatever is the company code currency, it will take as the main currency. Okay. You see, when I give that, everything it has picked up automatically. Then we have cost center standard hierarchy, right? I'll create like this. Okay, TEE, cost center standard hierarchy. I'll create like this. Okay. Nice. Note down everybody. Note down. Number. Yes, sir.
Sir, controlling is the same as company code, sir. What is the difference?
This question is for everybody, right? You can have controlling area same as company code or
One controlling area.
Many company.
Right?
Question.
Yes.
For group companies, we have a different currency. Then in that case, I have to select which currency I have to.
No. Here we have to do the foreign, we have to do the group currency configuration, okay? That we have not done yet, right? So foreign currency translation ratios, foreign currency rates we have to maintain, correct? So once we do that, then we can automatically get at the group level. Right? Okay. So for company code level we are doing now, for each company code separate currency. And then at group level, how that data will be converted into group currency. If you build that conversion factor, right, $1 equal to 70 rupees, then automatically it will convert into group currency. Is that clear?
For example, sir, I have multiple companies in different countries, and now I have a main company in India. So my company currency, the group currency is INR. So but the controlling area for all purposes, all subsidiaries, it is only controlling area currency. That is INR. So in that case, I can't do it.
This is what I am doing. Currency type, it is giving me 10 INR. Correct. So currency settings we have not done yet. Currency settings we have group currency, company code currency, right? We have currency settings, hard currency we have. But currency settings we have not done yet.
Okay.
Once we have done, then it will give you the other options also.
Okay. Thank you.
So, just because it will create problems, currency rates and everything we have to maintain. There is one.
Excuse me, sir. You said TE, CC, ST, DH3.
That's one. So this, all this we have to maintain. Translation ratios. There are a couple of steps here. Okay. Yeah, that is just you have to create. Okay. You have to create.
Sir, what is the hydraulic?
Cost center standard hierarchy.
Hierarchy means what, sir? What is the purpose?
Hierarchy means you have hierarchy, cost center, before cost center, up hierarchy levels, like junior accountant, senior accountant, chief accountant, finance manager, that is the hierarchy. In cost centers also you may have the hierarchy.
So that is standard, sir.
I am creating it, one name. Okay, any name you can create. Okay. Okay, done? Save. Save it now, okay? Save it. So it should be created here. Click on here. Now assignment of company code, click on the assignment of company code. New entries, and which company code I want to assign now?
T.
Okay. What is our request? Controlling will start at today, na?
Assignment automatically came.
Assignment I typed here, no?
No, sir. This
I clicked on it.
Nothing will come automatically.
When I click, I will get automatically. Okay, then I
Sharing that first is free.
So once you go back to the previous,
Okay case is seen only, sir, this one.
okay, KP only, yes.
once you go back to the previous screen, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
You save and then you go to assignment of company. Here, new entries and we give the company. Okay? Then you click on the activate components and control indicators. Okay, click on this. New entries. Again, I will give the fiscal year, that is 2021. Component active for the cost center. Activity types also I want. Order management also active. Commitment management also active. Profit center accounting, yes, I need project, sales order, cost structure. Okay, these things you select. That's it, enough. Enough for now. Okay? No doubt. Okay.
Once again, sir.
Which one?
This screen only, sir.
This screen only, it is in front of you, no? Cost center,
Actually, it is one
cost center, component active, activity type, order management, component active, commitment management active, profit center, project, sales order, cost object, that's it.
Sir, after assignment of company code, we have to save.
Click on this. Yeah.
When we
Save also you can do, many times you can.
Okay.
That's it, over. Hello, some warning will come, just press enter and it is saved. Okay? So we completed only one step, na? We have two more steps to do. Okay? Right, so we will continue tomorrow. And one thing, one warning I want to give you. See, CO is different from FI. In FI, the topics are small topics. Because there is no dependence. If you miss one topic, next topic you can understand. CO, it's not like that. If you miss one class, you will feel that effect throughout the session. I cannot help it. This CO is like building a wall, one layer after one layer, right? So today somebody missed the class. He does not know what is a cost element, cost object. So tomorrow I will be using them. Sorry, you will not understand anything. So same way, every class is important in CO. If you miss one day, you will have that effect throughout the session. That's why many people, they are scared of CO because one mistake, big mistake. Okay? So once you miss anything, later on it will be difficult to catch up. So that's why don't miss any session. Every day, attendance is important, practice is also important for CO. Okay? Right then, we will meet tomorrow. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Good night.